This is a presentation from the International Consulting and Transformation Network, LLP UK. One of the areas we specialize in is developing leadership, and we do it through coaching. In this presentation, I will share with you what is coaching, and more specifically, what is strategic intervention and leadership coaching, which is what we do at ICTN. So what exactly is coaching, and why do people confuse it? It's understandable that they confuse it because there are so many different kinds of coaching, and sometimes people think coaching is some kind of business consultancy where we're coming in to fix operations, or that it's a kind of psychotherapy where they're going to lie on a couch and a psychologist or psychiatrist will walk them through. Some even think it's kind of a fortune-telling process where somebody will predict your future. And even worse, they think it's probably an advisory role, like the old-fashioned advisors who used to whisper into the ears of the nobility as to what they should and shouldn't do. Coaching is none of these. What coaching is, it's just one thing. And the purpose of it is to improve your performance as a leader, whether you are a man or a woman. The purpose is just that, improve your performance as a leader, because we believe leadership is central to success in organizations. But why do people not want to get coached, you ask? And it's because of fear. People are afraid of what they don't know. And getting out of our comfort zone, let's admit, is uncomfortable. So they just run for the door because they think, no, I'm not going to get into this. But the truth is that 2% or less of people are able to pull themselves from where they are to where they want to be. Coaching helps, and some of the most successful people in the world use coaching. This model is called the Johari window, and it was developed by two psychologists to help people understand themselves and others. And they said we can look at ourselves as if we're looking through a window with 4 sections. The first section they call the open window, which is what you know and everybody else knows about you. The hidden part is what you know, but other people don't. The blind part is what other people know, but you don't. You just don't see those things in yourself, and you wonder why people keep telling you that. And the unknown window is that hidden potential that you still haven't discovered, that part of yourself that could grow. And the job of the coach is to help you open the open window wide, make the blind window small, so you see the things that other people see. And we call this self-awareness, to become conscious of what's getting in our way and to manage our behavior more effectively. Also to build trust. So the hidden window is smaller, and the unknown becomes limited because you begin to really leverage your potential. So the job of the coach is to help you become the best person you can become, to become an effective leader, because now you understand and know all parts of yourself and make full use of it. Here are some of the very successful people in the world who have used coaches. Apple is one of the most successful companies on earth. And Steve Jobs, before he passed away, did have a coach, as did Brian Cornell from the Target Corporation, Mark Benioff from the Salesforce.com, and Pepsi's Roger Enrico. So all of these people hire a coach. So what happens? What is the coaching experience? Like any change, it's scary and uncomfortable, because getting out of our comfort zone means that we have to risk failure, we have to try something new, and it may or may not work. But unless we have the courage to cross that barrier of fear and begin to discover all the potential that's there and the possibilities that we could achieve in our life, we don't grow. Look at the distance. Where you start out with the old status quo is not where you end up. And the job of the coach is to help you overcome those difficult times when you doubt yourself or when you're confused, until you see clearly your purpose, and that energizes and motivates you to achieve things that you never dreamt you could do. And that is what strategic intervention does. It helps you to find out the ways in which you personally, specifically, can make better decisions and achieve greater things and fulfill yourself completely. So what does the journey look like? It starts out with a diagnostic and an assessment where we look at what it is exactly that you want to achieve. We establish clear ownership of who owns what and who will be doing what, your responsibility, coach's responsibility. And then we look in depth at you. Who are you? What matters to you? What are your goals? What are your values and beliefs? Because without knowing this, the goals that you choose may not be suitable for you, may not be goals that are sustainable. They must be aligned with who you are and what you truly believe. And the third step in coaching is how do we motivate ourselves and validate those goals, plan ahead, and set a roadmap for our growth and development. And the fourth step is we look at some of the ways in which we may be stepping back or slipping back from what we set ourselves, understand the ways in which we may be sabotaging ourselves, because just as there is a fear of failure, there is a fear of success. And we will get to discover that our comfort zone is our greatest enemy. As we go through this process, we explore every single facet of your personality, including human needs psychology, and what drives you, and are you fulfilling these drives and needs in a constructive way or not? We also look at your decision-making capabilities, we evaluate, and we give you techniques like choice mapping, so you're always choosing optimally. And the last phase is when we now have a very detailed roadmap. We have action items, we timetable it, we support you and fill in any gaps that you may have in knowledge or skills or understanding or capability. And we build those up so you know exactly what it is that you need to have as your competence toolkit. And finally, at the end of the journey, we wrap up, we debrief, we look at the learnings and the next step, because growth and learning is a never-ending process. My name is Fania Wiadomski, and I will guide you through the process. But if you would like to read more, to learn more about what the thinking is at places like Harvard Business School and Glassdoor, here are references that you can read and that go into depth about the value of coaching. This is my profile and this is my background. I'm an award-winning consultant and coach in strategic change. And feel free to speak to us. There is no obligation. We can set up a 15-minute discovery call and exchange ideas and see if what we offer is the right thing for you. I look forward to hearing from you and taking the conversation the next step. Thank you.